roast.
This practice is not particular to Ondo State. At different times, state governments had resorted in the demolition of structures under power lines to enable public safety. The disturbing practice have led Ondo State government through the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development to engineer plans at ensuring compliance. Describing the trend as worrisome, the permanent secretary of the ministry, Bumi Alade, said structures under high-tension cables will soon face demolition.
All the buildings under power line will have to be demolished because it is hazardous. We in Nigeria we've experienced a lot concerning when those electric wire will fall on roof, on ground, or people will step on it and things like that. So the ministry is in preparation towards enforcing that aspect of our mandate, that all those illegal structures should give way. So the people that are most affected, they will build kiosks, they will build all those little erection that they do, even though they call it temporary, you find out that it's still the same. There is that agaguru, this high tension wire. So if not that people are even careless about their well-being, putting structures under those things, both for the owners and people that are coming there, if for any reason anything happens, they are all going to be in dangerous, they are going to face a hazard. So everything that have to do with people staying under the high tension wire is what we are attending to. So it has to give way.
He, however, cautioned landowners to adhere strictly to building regulations, as it will no longer be business as usual in the state.
We want to appeal to all of us in Ondo State that before you start your construction work, please take approval. The ministry is saddled with the responsibility of taking you through what is expected of you to do, where you are supposed, where we call it building permits, where you can erect your building, the kind of building you can erect in a particular place that will be in conformity with the rules and regulations guiding building approval. So my appeal to all of us in Ondo State is that let's take pain to take approvals from government, from this ministry, before we embark on any kind of construction, be it petrol station, gas station, warehouse, churches, commercial building, schools. We must come and take approval before we start this construction. So it's a special appeal to all of us in Ondo State.
Nigerian Electricity Management Services Agency, NEMSA, reported that at least 453 people were killed in power accidents between 2015 and 2018, while 269 deaths were reported between 2021 and June 2023. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Farmers across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State occupying the state's forest reserves have been urged to be diligent in the payment of revenue guaranteeing their stay in the forest reserves. Stakeholders during a meeting with farmers across the council areas emphasized the need for farmers to collaborate with government by making payments to the approved quotas. Joy Pius again tells us more.
In August 2024, the Ondo State government engaged farmers across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State, occupying the state's forest reserves, on the need to get registered for proper identification. A few months down the line, this stakeholders meeting became expedient to interface with the farmers on the importance of reviewing the agreements and progress made so far. The Senior Special Assistant to Governor Aiyedatiwa on Produce, Michael Bolodioku, who noted the essence of the periodic review meeting, stressed the need for the farmers to be consistent with payment of their revenue.
We employ them to be paying their due to the government at the right time, so that they can have an access to the farm. And I'm quite sure that this time around this government we have is a merciful government.
Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry, Foluke Tunde Daramola, and other stakeholders in the agriculture sector urged the farmers not to go against the directive of the state, but collaborate for a seamless operation.
Like we all know, our forest is vast, and there's so many things going on in the forest, and we needed to do that so that people will not fall victim of being exploited and unduly.
My advice to them is that even though they have been given opportunity to continue to live and operate and farm within the forest reserve, they should not abuse that opportunity, because we told them that there is no room for expansion.
It is there to protect them, to give them the enabling environment to work on their farms. So I've spoken with them, and I'm also using this method to assure them that there is adequate security to protect lives and properties on the farms.
The government consultant at the Ondo State Forest Reserves, Olufemi Ajayi, disclosed that enforcement will commence in no distant time.
What we are appealing to them, that they should go and fulfill all their promises, because I could remember maybe 6 months ago we invite them here, we introduce the governor intention to them, and they all buy the idea, but unfortunately their response to their promise is very low. It's very low. So, but we are telling them that they should go and do the needful, so that they too can benefit government more.
The farmers were excited at the government's provision of a conducive atmosphere for them to operate, promising to abide by the directives. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Roadside trading has become a common practice at various points in the state and across Nigeria. Despite government efforts to address this growing concern, traders continue to sell goods at roadsides, particularly along highways. Osrc's Blessing Obe reports on the challenges associated with roadside trading.
Over the years, government has made concerted efforts to curb the menace of roadside trading, but the practice has persisted despite implemented measures against the trend. Visits to Leo Junction, Oloko, Roadblock and Orita